Hey, let's talk about movies. Todd thoughts, Todd thoughts, Todd thoughts. Go double tap, double feature. Here we go. Zombieland Double Tap, a very timely comedy, I guess. The dystopian zombie nightmare future sort of seemed pleasant. Especially depicted in this movie. I mean, everyone's having a great time. It's a holler of apocalypse. A holop killed it. Same cast returning 10 years later to do a mildly entertaining sequel to a barely entertaining original film. Is it good? No, I don't think it was ever supposed to be good. I think the main idea is fun. Clear example of style first over substance, and well, that style sometimes just doesn't work. I didn't like any gag that was like the cutaway or the tets or the like super meta, like, hey audience, welcome to the movie. Breckian tools to let you know, we know that you know, we know you're there. That stuff doesn't work for me. The stuff that I found genuinely funny is just like banter. Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, Abigail Breslin, like their back and forth banter is the ultimate appeal of any second of this, because anything that isn't that, it's not great. When the characters are being characters, it's perfect. Their chemistry, their timing, the little jokes, the little stabs that they get in there when you think none of the other characters are listening are perfect, because that all comes from character. Everything that's added in post, everything that is a joke from the film and not the characters themselves, pulls me out of it. I don't like it. The whole section where in Italy, where the guy tips over the Leaning Tower looked horrible. It looked fucking awful, and it wasn't funny. The character comedy is good. The relationships are a little more rocky. There's a new character who's dumb, real dumb, and that's funny. I called her Zombie Turn, just being a peanut allergy. I knew that was going to be the punchline to the joke. I just didn't know it was going to take another hour for that joke to kick back in. Was it worth it? Probably not by that point. The main plot thread, we gotta go get Little Rock, push her away, we gotta go get her. Let's go get her. So it's a road trip movie. I can get into that. In the third act, they find her, and they're like, well, we don't want to develop this in any meaningful or personal way. Fuck it, let's just have a horde of zombies come, because the first Zombieland ended in an amusement park with a horde, and then the second one, I guess, also needs to end in a big action sequence. The action sequence was fun, but there was so many logical questions that it took me out of it. Why did they send their 4 best zombie hunters to the ground to take on the horde by themselves? How come we didn't see anyone else on the rooftop? What even is Babylon? How are they functioning in here? It's like so microscopic, the tiny little bite size we get of it. I think it's just supposed to be like, it's a hippie compound. That's all you need to know, just hippies. It's incredibly surface level on that aspect. They grow closer as a family, and that's all good and nice. Is the hour and a half it takes to get there worth it? I don't know, it depends on how easily amused you are. I was only mildly amused, so I'm gonna give this a very, very soft slam it. Probably never gonna watch again. Now, the Parasite, on the other hand, Bong Joon-ho, wow. Talk about interpersonal drama. I love watching foreign films because I literally have no idea how they're gonna turn out. With all the buzz, with all the acclaim this was getting, I knew I was gonna watch it regardless what it's about. Sometimes when it comes to like smaller independent films or artisan films, as AMC likes to call them, typically it has to be made by someone I know or someone I respect for me to go and seek it out. I love Snowpiercer. Okja's great. Plus the buzz. Like, I don't need to hear or see a single image of this movie. I want to go in it completely blind. I find that's the most rewarding way to watch films. In this constant 24/7 film news cycle. Every single detail just gets picked and pulled apart until we've analyzed and overanalyzed every decision made on the studio level. Sometimes it's just nice to just be surprised. Parasite was a wonderful surprise. Was I expecting maybe some horror, bug, parasitic outbreak? Sure. Was I waiting for the turn to happen for people to become infected? Maybe. Was I disappointed when none of that happened? Not at all. Because what is presented by the filmmaker is so interesting. I couldn't help but just be enthralled with how the story was unraveling. It's like a sinister deception con movie, but it's played from such a genuine place of family and heart. It's so weird to think about how, like, would this movie be portrayed if it was made by an American? Same themes, and you start to picture, I don't know, like 4 brothers. You start to picture like widows, like very serious dramas. I think Parasite lives and breathes by the cast and the tone. It's almost farcical, but it's kept really nicely together by the performances, and it never gets too melodramatic, it never gets too light. Beautiful balance at play here between comedy and drama. It feels like a complete experience, a complete tell about us as human beings and how we treat each other. I think it's interesting, the 2 films that I saw, I was really surprised just how cocky Zombieland was in its presentation and the audience's affection that the franchise has garnered. But Parasite actually turns out to be more resonant and crowd-pleasing and more impactful in every way. Support international film or enjoy your dumb zombie films. Like, whatever, doesn't matter. Zombieland Double Tap, Soft Slam, Parasite, Hard Jam. I have other videos up. Please feel free to watch those. Absolutely, you have my permission to go and watch my other videos like those, and if you're enjoying them, then subscribe below. If you're on the fence, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Subscribe. It can't hurt anyone. You can always unsubscribe later. I need a break of me sometimes, so hey, I help you, you help me, and hey, now the world's a better place. Look at that, we're making changes. I'm Grayson Todd. Thank you for watching so much. I'll see you guys next time. Stay posy. Toodles. Hey,